What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of They Die at the End. In this episode, we have a guest host, Ocean Alvarado. So instead of being your host and GM tonight, I will be only your friend as we play They Die at the End. Thank you for joining us. Here we have Chandler Fleming from Flamingo Music, hanging out with us, along with Aaron Cosbill, writer, producer, and actor on Cox and Space, and our upcoming Christmas show, which I was working on today. He is the professor of comedy. Check out his show dates at professorofcomedy.com. Also, we're getting closer and closer to his epic showcase that's going to be released. That was produced by Chris Eischen, who we've met. So look out for those episodes. Actually, I have sad news, Aaron. Are you ready for some sad news on They Die at the End?
Yeah, what's the sad news?
I mean, some of the sad news that we get on They Die at the End is that it's just obviously like super tragic, and our characters die because that's common to the thing. Chris Eichen's episode fell into the category of lost and missing episodes.
Oh,
So yeah, that's the bad news. Here's the good news: is that we're gonna have him on again in the near future, and I'm sure that he will say yes. Hanging out with
excellent.
Chris is a good time. Also, I'll report it here too. He is going to be joining the writing team, and he's going to be joining us tomorrow. Um, so, are you stoked, Aaron Cosbill? Because I'm stoked.
I am.
Yeah. I mean, we just started episode 4, and so that is pretty exciting. Um, so, I'm going to message Ocean real quick. Um, do you want to share your latest news as to what you've been doing comedy wise?
Sure. Just did a show in Bowling Green at a place called Brewing Green.
That's
Uh,
awesome. How did it go?
and I saw Mark Phillip
Nice.
produce the show.
Mark Phillip, if you guys don't know,
Yeah.
is an actor on Cox's Space as well. He's been playing some really awesome side characters. If he can sing, would be a great quartet. Um, but he
Uh,
just he does fantastic character voices. How is Mark Phillip?
he's doing really good. Just living life and making jokes. Um,
I don't know
and
that he actually does that. From what I understand, Mark doesn't tell jokes.
yeah, I mean that's what he says.
Okay, I
I
got
don't
you.
know how
But
trustworthy that is.
yeah, did
Uh,
you laugh while he was talking?
yes,
Then it's mad suspect.
yes, I
I don't know if I believe him necessarily. Like I think I actually have heard him tell a joke or two, so I think it is suspect whether or not he does tell jokes. Anyway, so that's fun
yeah,
at the Bowling Green
yeah,
or the Brewing
uh,
Green rather.
yeah. And so Brewing Green, in Bowling Green, uh, Ohio, and yeah, we do have a group of 4 people who messaged me on Facebook saying out of Indianapolis, who say they would like to be the quartet.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Okay, gotcha. And have they sent out? Have you got together with them to put some music together or at least hear some what they would sound like as the barbershop? Because they don't really need music, right? As a barbershop
Not yet.
quartet,
Yeah.
because they just need like a
Yeah. Well,
four part harmony, whatever that tuner is called. Hello, hello,
yeah. We just need
hello.
hello. We need a pitch pipe and
Oh, that's what it's called. Thank you.
some time together. But one of them made the group chat, and he called it Von Flat Family Singers.
Oh my
Uh,
God, this is too cute for words. I hope that they are as stoked as we are about this, because this sounds really fun.
yeah.
Um, Man, Aaron Casville, there's something about this project for me that, as we build it, people come around it, and then we have more friends than we had previously. We're like, oh, this is fantastic. Um,
Anybody,
I,
anytime we tell people about this, like more people get excited.
and yeah, I really enjoy that about the Cactus Space. We are actually spreading happiness throughout the universe. So,
Yeah.
bravo, sir, for having an objective and reaching towards it, one that is sort of infinite, which means that we can't get to our goal, but we can constantly achieve it in a lot of small acts all the time.
Yeah.
Right, right. That's the
uh,
best kind of goal. Like,
yeah.
here's the thing that I've realized recently. Do you mind if we take a little tangent on they die at the end,
Go
which
for
is
it.
supposed to be, but anyway, we're gonna take a little tangent. So, what's up, Ocean? How are you, buddy? I was just gonna go on a tangent. Do you wanna go with me real quick? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Um, one of the things I realized is a really toxic trait is people striving for perfection or insisting that others have to live up to this standard of perfection. And it's really toxic because it's a goal that you can never quite achieve. You can do really, really well as a person, but you can never quite achieve perfection. But spreading happiness through the universe is a much better goal. In fact, it's the very opposite of the perfection goal, because spreading happiness to the universe is an overall goal, right? Which is,
Hmm.
going to all the places in the universe that we are going to be, and spreading happiness there. But then also breaks down to very small goals where we're like, hey, today, right now, I'm going to spread happiness through the universe from where I am, right? So then you can achieve it, and you can achieve it not just one time, and then I wonder if you did achieve it. But you can compile like a large, I guess the word, yeah, where you can pile up a whole bunch of these, like, okay, and I spread happiness this way, and I spread happiness this way. Aaron, is this basically how you live your life?
That's more or less how I like to live my life.
Okay, and so that's
Uh,
why you cannot,
because
you
every
don't
day
get
you're
struck.
meeting new people and you can spread happiness whenever you are.
Yeah, whenever and wherever you
You just
were.
happen to wherever you happen to be, whether that is through like self care, making sure you're okay, so that
Welcome
you can
back,
come
Ocean.
from a place of
Did that help?
contentment or joy.
It seems to have. Yeah, and then that's I see how you're avoiding the trap of falling into that deep dark despair that's pretty common when you're reaching for a goal like perfection, because you can never quite get it. So you've never been able to pile up one success, but instead what you look at is like, okay, so I made a few mistakes today, but at the same time I spread as much happiness as I could wherever I went. So then when you weigh your
Yeah.
day, like unlike people who are, trying to strive for this impossible goal, you can be like, but at least I did it as much as I could today, and tomorrow I'm going to do more. So there you go. If you guys didn't know, the secret is out there, and it's in the Cox in space. Bwahaha. Ocean, welcome. I hope that you're able to be mic'd up. No or no?
Hey, hey, what's
Yes,
going
yes,
on?
there you go.
Hi.
This is awesome. I'm so glad that we are all together. I didn't confirm with you, I realized, and so this may have snuck up on you. That was probably on me.
No, that's all good. I was kind of researching more stuff and I was like, I think I have more time. I think I have the time difference right. I was off by an hour.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah,
think
yeah.
last time I was a- I think last time I was an hour early and I think
Ah,
today I'm an hour late.
mein Gott, you know what I'm saying? Like, what will we
No,
do with this
oh,
strange world that we've
that's
created?
And who knows what time will next week when everything changes.
Oh
Uh,
God.
oh no.
Uh, well, Ocean has not committed to doing any more guest appearances. We are glad that you are
oh
here. They die at the end. It will make things crazy, right? Who knows what time anything is when time is made up, apparently. Um,
yeah.
as a mildly autistic person, it just like, hey, it hurts my brain. Like, just, but but time is absolute and constantly marching forward. What do you mean we just casually change the entire thing that measures it to the thing that we prefer?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming on to play they die at the end, Magic the Gathering style. I unfortunately we were talking about another lost episode, and yours was a lost episode that had occurred in the last week. Um, because of where I was, or over the last month, because of where I was and how it was recording and how that doesn't translate. And every time I've tried to compress it, even though I've listened to the whole recording backwards and forwards several times, I cannot get it to come up and be recorded in any realistic or logical ways. So I just realized as we're talking that that might not be true now. So I will try again this week, and maybe it won't be a lost episode? Question mark. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
So
Yeah, because that was really fun.
it was, yeah, it was a really fun game. Like both the adventures, the two adventures that we went on were just, it was really cool to like get into the lore. It's exactly what when I was like, hey, do you want to come and do this and tell us a story basically in the style of They Die at the End? That was it. I was like, yes, we got to find out about Magic the Gathering. For me personally, I'm excited for tonight's adventure as well. Also, I can look at cards, so we could select them if you don't want to have them randomly dealt to us.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, if you guys want to just pick your own cards,
Sweet.
go
Because
for it. I didn't add any more. I just kind of kept it to what we had last time.
all right. Um, we get to pick three cards to use throughout the game, and also we get to have our three powers. So, is that what we decided?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron is as the person.
What did we decide? Were the cards just the same as the powers, or was it only the card? I don't remember.
So we did have powers that were separate as our things that we wanted to use in the game, but these were like we were using them as like one action interrupts um,
Okay.
for the game, which I thought was totally cool, fun way you like to turn and burn them, and the way that you would also devise the game. It was necessary to have something like this because, of course, in the Magic the Gathering world, everything's trying to kill you, which is not something that I'd considered in being like, hey, do you want to do a host that they die at the end game where not only do the characters die frequently, but in the Magic the Gathering universe, death is pretty prominent in all of life, right?
Oh yeah, it's death for a lot of the factions in Magic. Death is like just the goal, or like they have so much magic at hand, it's like a mild inconvenience.
I got you right. So they come back quickly too. Okay, gotcha. And that makes sense. It's in terms of the gameplay, like they're at war with each other. I think it was the same thing you said about Warhammer. Was that if they stop fighting, they don't have merchandise to sell anymore. Um, so
That's yeah. If war ever stopped in Magic, there's no more cards.
Yeah.
right, exactly. You can't go on for eras and eras. I think that is a very smart thing for
Or they
them.
just make more, what was it, expanded universes or
Yeah, I
what's
mean,
it called?
because they could resolve an issue in that one world in this
Like
battle and then keep
Spider-Man's
going.
and the Ninja Turtles cards.
Oh, I'm so
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
Aaron. You were talking about something completely different. Please continue on. I'm sending you goals right now, Ocean, of what I'm hoping to accomplish in this game. And then shortly thereafter, I'll send you the powers, and I will grab a couple of cards, which I will. I guess, Aaron, you were gonna do it last time. You want to chat in the cards that you take
Um,
to they die at the end chat.
oh,
And then Chandler, are you
let me
playing or
look
no?
at that.
No, I'm gonna sit back and watch how it goes.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, okay. If you want to jump in, definitely say so. Um, so,
All right. Yeah, I'll be observing.
cool. So here we go. Um, okay, so those are my three goals right there. Um, I don't have any swag, so I'm playing base. Base, you
Yeah, I
guys.
don't have any swag either.
Yeah.
Uh,
We have 4 points to put between three powers, or do the two for two. I guess we could put them all into um, that one thing, which is actually what I'm gonna do. Um, be the first in history, as far as I know, to do this.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put all my points into one thing, which is gonna be into like charisma, because clearly, as the games have gone on, uh, I believe is valuable, even if it doesn't always work out for me. I mean, but we're all entertainers, right? So charisma ultimately is what we believe is the most valuable, right?
I was thinking about that. Of like my my personal favorite D&D stats, like performance and charisma and like, like deception and stuff. I
Right,
just get to do
deception
that in
first, yeah.
real life with
Right,
improv.
right, of course, right.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Um,
hilarious.
and people want you to. That's the thing. It's like they're kind of disappointed if you don't do that, um, to them and for them.
Yeah, no, it's cool. In improv, if you yes and, you get to do all your roles with advantage. Compared to if you don't, you do them with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, right? You're like, I'm not willing to take the story that you've put in front of everybody, and I'm going to try to create a second story in addition to your story, so they'll compete with each other. First of all, I don't know why you do that, but it does happen, and again, I'm sorry. Like,
I
I'm
would make
sorry.
the DC 25 and you're rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm sorry that I've been that person. Also, I'm sorry that you're probably dealing with somebody who's doing that, or you have dealt with somebody who does that. Um, all right. Aaron, are you looking through the cards?
Oh, I'm picking gold right now.
Nice. Okay, cool. That was the secondary question I was gonna ask. What? Okay, so you just make a creature useless for a second. The one I was looking at was Grasp of Darkness. I've always loved the artwork on the Magic the Gathering cards. Like, you know, never like been a huge fan of playing the game, but if you show me a deck of cards, I will look at it all day long. And that's
Yeah,
why
I feel I completely understand that.
right. And like deep lore that too, right? Like I appreciate that there's obviously something going on in this world. Each of the pictures has like some, it's not just a thing, but like good versus evil, as the one I'm looking at right now, which is Soul Perry. Um, oh, okay, so I'm gonna actually take Soul Perry as one of them. Because it stops damage from happening to one or two creatures.
Yeah,
I think a
I
round or
think there
something.
is one in there that's like there's one that should be like stop death. I was like, oh, that'll be fun to include.
Yeah, let's see if I can find that one just to make sure that we can get out of in case. Because I'm not carrying swag like I was before. So like I had points to like swing around with that swag. Playing as a noob, or I just feel a little bit naked, which is why I dumped the points into charisma. Hopefully that will do something for us. We'll be a hideous beast, right? And our deficit, of course, would be like -40 because we'll have like tentacles for our face and screaming our like requests to people, and then be like, "We really want to comply, but we cannot. You're too hideous." Which I'm sure
Yeah,
happens.
that would be. Yeah, you could be the nicest dinosaur in the world, and I still think most people would just be like, that's a monster."
I love
Right.
you.
Right, yeah,
You
exactly.
love me.
But a Barney this the size of Godzilla is still terrifying.
Yes. He just wants to give the buildings a hug.
Ocean, in this game, what would it mean to take a creature card from your graveyard?
I figured, does it say like put it back on the battlefield? Because I imagine that's like resurrecting something that's died.
Gotcha. It says return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Gain 2 life. If the spell was kicked, return another target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand.
Oh yeah, I figured we could do that as like if you want to like talk to something that's dead and like and like get questions answered from something that's dead, you could do that.
Okay, that's a really interesting. Okay, so it's okay, gotcha. And so that's what it is. Okay, gotcha. Because that's what it is. You're gaining wisdom from a creature that was dead in the graveyard. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I want to try it. It's called Urborg Repossession.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
I
know that.
came in. I started. No, that's perfect. I started listening to the stream at a really good time when you guys were talking about perfection and making
Ah,
things perfect.
what are your thoughts on
We are going to make so many things perfect tonight. It's very
that?
thematic.
Okay, all right, sweet. This is awesome. Um, you had so many games from the last time. I imagine you probably in the last couple of weeks have created more. Dare I ask how many more you went for?
So I actually I wanted to do 3. I wanted to just try to get 3 done. Because the
Okay,
other ones went so long. All 3 of these
which
are
is fair.
like connected to each other and
Mm.
tied to each other. Oh, I don't want to say. I've already said too
Oh
much.
no. Oh, interesting. Okay,
Um,
that's interesting. Nice lead in there. Tip of the hand, GM. Aaron Cosmo.
oh, as for cards, if you want to just sign me a few, uh, I don't know where to pick them out from.
So they're in they die at the end chat. Um, so above the
Okay.
general chat, you'll see where it says that like hashtag. It's they die at the end, but also it is an overwhelming amount of choices, so I can understand wanting to be assigned them. Um, I kind of went in at random and was like, yeah, that sounds good, because I'm sure all of them
Okay.
you had already pre-chosen the ones that you think were going to work for the game. So any of the ones we pick are going to be kind of the things you want to do. I have Soul Parry, Urgborg Repossession, and Stall for Time.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to.
Okay, it looks like it sounds like you found it. Sweet. Did, Ocean, did you give me rankings for um those tasks? Like
Oh yeah, I can do that.
how
Uh,
difficult you think they are?
yeah, I can do that.
So,
And do they have to be? Are they that literal? So if one of your goals is like something as specific as like interacting with an exact animal, uh, does that animal have to exist in the world, or can it be
y
interpretive?
yes, sort of. If we found something that was definitely an analog in that world where you're like, that's this animal with a different, cost like name on it, then I would say yes. Um, I think you're talking about the cow.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
That's
yeah.
cool. I decided to call it out just to make it less awkward to talk about. I don't care so much. Um, but yeah, so like if you're like, yep, you definitely ran it. Like we're in, on a ranch, and what are they ranching? They're ranching these animals that have, long horns. They're generally milked for for food. They're served up as, meat on their barbecue grills, but they're called antelope. If I jumped over one of those guys, I would hope you'd give me points for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called in Magic the Gathering world. Uh, but I was trying to be cool and think about the name in Spanish, and then it all ran away. Ocean. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh wow.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have given you some cool points. If you said it in Spanish.
Thank you. I know that it's asada in when you turn it into meat, but I couldn't remember what the vaca, I think is what cow is.
Wow. I know at least at some point leche is involved.
Yeah, that comes from where their boobs are. Oh, hey, my brother is in the chat. He probably doesn't know where to go. Um, we got some updates about other people. Aaron, it sounds like you might be about ready as well.
Yeah, I sent in some stuffs
That
and
that's
to
awesome.
Ocean.
That's cool. Let's see. I'm gonna reach out to. There it is. What is up, Tin Man? You will probably have to uncheck your mute yourself. Let me see if I can do that for you. I cannot. But once you unmute, you'll be able to join the general conversation. We will probably have to back up a little bit unless you want to watch this round. Oh, I'm sorry. First of all, Tin Man, can you hear us?
Tin Man, can you hear us? Wait, who is Tin Man?
So this is Josh Mancy. You guys should all meet. This is my older brother. Ocean Alvarado is our GM. Who's going to be running the game, the Magic the Gathering style. Aaron Casville is here, of course, who is a longtime friend of mine, who we've collaborated quite a bit. Perspectives up to into the Wigwags project, up specifically to the Cox and Space project. Of course, Chandler Fleming of Flamingo Music. Mr. Tin Man, whenever you're able to unmute, unless you're just tuning in. Oh, that's right. He said he was tuning in as a guest. Wait.
There you go. I'm
Okay,
good.
there you go. So,
Give you permission to talk to me.
do you know how to play this game? Did you tune
Nope.
into? Nope. Okay. So
Watch
neither
the first one, and
cool.
I gotta figure out how to screen share too. So
Yeah. So do you want to? We're ready to roll the first game. Do you want to listen to the first game and then join into the second one? Okay, cool.
yeah,
All right. Ocean, I am ready when you are. Aaron is too,
Okay.
right? Aaron, you said you're ready too, right?
I'm ready. Well, let me check what Ocean said for me.
Points. Here's a quick breakdown. If you're sitting in the audience, is that we are gonna Ocean's gonna present a situation. We're gonna try to take control of the main character. We have 3 objectives that we're trying to accomplish, and we have up to 3 powers that we can use to do that. Plus the Magic the Gathering cards, all of the flavor of this game. And this is what's about to happen. And Aaron, did you get the confirmation?
Yep.
All right, cool. Ocean, I'm stoked. Are you stoked?
I'm pretty stoked.
All right.
Yeah, I can take it. I'll take it away whenever.
Let's do it.
Make it
Magic, yeah, and real quick, just like a breakdown about the world of Magic. Magic the Gathering, card game that's been around since the 1990s.
Yeah.
Each set of cards, multiple sets will come out throughout a year, and each set is set on a plane. So think just a planet, but it's the fantasy version of a planet. They're all themed after different real world cultures. So one plane is themed after like Egypt. There's another plane that'll be themed after like London, where it's like Cockney gangs. You'll have other planes that are themed after like Japan, where there's spirits everywhere. Each set and location is a little bit different, and the cards and characters in each set reflect different aspects of real world cultures. So as
Real
we're
cool,
hopping
real cool.
and as we're in game hopping from one story to another, I'll take you from different planes and different points in time, and I'll give you the rundown of what the plane's gist is. So the first one is on the plane of Ixalan. Ixalan is very similar to North and South America during the colonialization era. Europe is filled with vampires, like vampire conquistadors. They run most of the plane.
This is
They
awesome.
they are in golden. Oh yeah, you can, and feel free to like Google anything and like look up images of things as we're talking about them. They are
No, I'm here for
called the
you to
Legion
spill the
of
lore.
Lust.
I'm excited. Sorry.
Totally,
Keep
I'm
going,
down.
keep going. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, this is I'm excited for you guys. The vampires are called the Legion of Dusk. Pale skin, gold armor. They have massive ships that sail across the seas from their continent to the continent of Ixalan. They are terrible. They are horrible. They've driven almost all of the humans on the plane to extinction, and humans that do exist are part of another faction of pirates. They are all pirates. Some of them are merfolk, some of them are humans, some of them are bird people, but they
Because how
exist
else
on
do you keep
floating city ships.
the vampires at bay, except for on water, because they can't creep up on you that way. That's
hmm
like totally smart move on their part.
Eternally at war with each other. They live on the seas, and then one day both of these factions kind of discover Ixalan, the continent of Ixalan. And Ixalan is split down the middle. It's half merfolk natives. They're covered in green jade armor. They live in rivers, breathe and talk underwater, and they're very territorial. They have golden hidden temples. They're kind of like the Aztecs, but merfolk. And there's also, I think they're called the Children of the Sun, or the emperors of the sun. It's humans that have tamed dinosaurs, ride and train
What the
and
fuck?
mount T-Rexes, T-Rex and Velociraptors and pterodons, and it's these four Stegosauruses, like all kinds of like tamed beasts, and they use the sunlight against vampires. They have like fire weapons and ancient magic, and it's these four factions fighting each other: vampires, vampire conquistadors, human pirates, humans with dinosaurs, and native merfolk.
Okay, so do you mind if I just metagame real quick? So this is like the Defenders setup, right? Like you guys played like this kind of deck, like with or Commanders. I'm sorry, Commanders. Like you have the four
So this
Commanders
is
from these different
actually.
factions. Sorry, please.
Oh no. This is like the full-on like world of it. Like these are the four mainline factions. These are the four like supported factions throughout like the sets that Ixalan are in. Like
Uh-huh.
they made these like just past like the commander decks. Like these are the four civilizations that exist here.
Okay, cool. Oh, I got you. Okay, gotcha. So it's you could play it in any style of the game. Um,
hmm
Let me pause real quick
And
here.
then
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah.
So Tin Man, are you able to catch up to the game? Do you want to jump into this one before he describes the scenario? Because this would be the last time you could. It looks like you're kind of getting the hang of what's happening on here.
Yeah, go ahead, play one, and I'll listen to it or watch
Cool.
the stream or whatever.
Sweet.
And then yeah, I'll hit
You
the
pl- you-
next one.
Cool.
I'll figure out how to share my screen I'm looking at. I have a dice roller from D&D pulled up.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you share your screen, we can watch you roll that die. And then you just
What dice do I need?
so you'll just need a 20. And then make sure your friend Ocean, so that you can message him. Yeah, Ocean Alvarado, who's our DM. So you can message him. You can friend him in Discord. Like what goals you want and then what stats you want to beef up. Okay, cool. Then you'll see this one out. That's good. Awesome. Just checking that was the last spot. Ocean, thank you for giving us that setup. What a cool world. So we could be in any one of those four factions for this game. That type of world. Okay. And do you mind just listing them again real quick? So it's vampires, pirates.
Yeah, these are the four guys that are at war with each other: vampire conquistadors, human pirates, merfolk, and humans with dinosaurs.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I'm done.
We are, out of all of these. Actually, do we just want to high roll to see who's first, because the character's named?
Oh, okay. I mean, it's yeah. Okay, cool. So it's me and Cosville taking the role. Let me give you one of those guys right here, guy. Bam, took that 11. Your guy is at 13. So it is the professor of comedy. What's his name?
Okay, Aaron, you are taking control of a champion of dusk. You are a vampire conquistador who's lost any semblance of your human name. You're just known as the bishop.
Wow.
You ride a horse that's almost as old as you are, and you are leading not a battalion, but a platoon of about 20 other vampire soldiers, explorers, zealots, conquistadors down this river, jungle river, to find what you only know that was told to you was called an isolated chapel. There is everything you do here is just to plunder and steal anything that's ancient, anything that's magic. The goal of the Dusk Legion was to break their vampiric curse, but still stay immortal. So anything that's here is yours to take. You're entitled to take. You're entitled to kill, and you've been. You are.
Damn.
You have lost what was a vampiric rapier that you brought from your homeland. You have stolen a merfolk, part cleaver, part sword, that you have just used to butcher whatever you want to. And you're the commander of these vampires. Marching down this river, unaffected by sunlight, only really needing to stop to feed on whatever's too slow for you all to catch. You are stopped by one of the Legion lieutenants and brought to a pool, not of water. It's a pool of black oil. Whales exist. You already use this to light your lanterns, but it doesn't sit quite right. It's a pool of solid black that you can't see through. And if you stare at it long enough, beads of it start to float above the pool and hover above it. Like
That's
gravity doesn't really affect the liquid inside of it.
Weird. Aaron, I'm
Well,
sure you
and
have
the lieutenant.
some great goals. I'm sorry. Please continue. I didn't know there's
Oh
any
no,
details.
you're good. Yeah, Aaron's got some good goals. The lieutenant tells you, Bishop, we have one who has stepped in the pool and is not doing well.
What?
And what is already like a pale and sunken in face. There's not a lot that vampires can get like chewed on, shot full of arrows, lit on fire, and die. But like you don't really get sick. And the lieutenant looks very unease. So I'll let you take over.
All right.
The
Symptoms.
fuck?
What are his symptoms?
So you want to do an information check on how much he might know or how much he could possibly get.
Oh yeah. I guess do you guys roll for that?
So yeah, he's gonna roll, I guess, for like what the quality of information or like who the person he's talking to, like how, like what the challenge is basically based off of the question he's asking. And then I don't know, Aaron, if you have anything more specific you're trying to get out of it, but symptoms is a good question.
Yeah. So symptoms and
yeah, if you want to roll, the DC would be like 3.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a good guy to talk to about it. Bam!
And
that's why you want to roll, bitch. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so you got that extra bonus. Aaron, I'm sorry. I like those. Those are my favorite because they're game changers right there. And it makes it so we don't die. So, and no, I didn't mean anybody specifically, bitch. I was just saying the word bitch.
Hey, I mean, I'm undead already.
Yeah, that's right. So you are somebody. I don't know how that connects, but okay, good. So you're up to bonus 1 in this game.
You said it means that we don't die.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, of course, we could be dismembered and be incapacitated.
Sure. We could be unlifed.
Yeah, you could definitely be unlifed in this game.
Fully bereft.
Okay, so he got a 20 information on a 3 check. What are the symptoms?
The lieutenant you're talking to, you ask, and it's almost like he wants to lead you straight to the one that's infected is like the forerunner. So he's like the head lead scout of the battalion that you have. Um, he would have been up front, and the lieutenant says, I I do not know if close contact is wise with him.
Probably not.
Several other members have already directly touched the fluid. I don't know what it is. Headaches, migraines. The forerunner fell and seized after a few minutes, and then stayed on the ground. He kind of like steps out of the way, and you see the forerunner, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 100 feet ahead of everybody. A couple other legionnaires are like standing around him, but like he's on the ground. And apparently there's a couple other assorted people that are already touching this stuff. If you look back to the pool, like another conquistador is like kneeling down and about to put his hand in it.
Whoa,
like no
whoa,
one seems to
whoa.
understand that this.
Whoa, why are they?
Yeah, for beings that are so old,
I-
I mean, God, they are so dumb. Aaron, if I could grab
Yeah,
control of you,
I
I would
order them
stake
to stop
everybody.
touching I order them to. I try to stop the person from reaching into it.
Roll for it, yeah. He's like in the middle of going for it. I feel like DC's probably like 12.
Whoa.
It was 18.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
that's
totally.
the guy. That's the guy.
You I mean, that's quick enough. I imagine you stride over and just like yank. All of you are wearing gold armor with white capes. I imagine you just yank him by the cape flat onto it, just flat onto his butt.
Right.
What do you? I mean, you are several ranks ahead of this guy. What would you say to him?
Nice.
No one touches it until we know what it is.
There you go.
Uh,
You could make him a vampire, and he's still gonna be lawful good. Ocean, which is what you love about Aaron Castro.
Yeah, we're lawful. What's good for us?
Right. I mean, of course, good is always subjective. To
Yeah,
especially when you're lawful.
Or have this person get extra rations of blood to feed to the sick, and see if that improves their improves their health.
Okay.
Absolutely, Bishop. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
He do you wish to post guards at this pool?
Yes. 2 guards. One. I do need a sample in a jar, and send that to a medic for testing.
Yeah. Nice.
Absolutely. Two of just like very low level of the conquistadors just walk over. Halberds planted in the ground, backs facing it, eyes towards the rest of the vampires. Everyone is sort of facing inward, away from the jungle and inward towards the river. And what was at the beginning of your day's march is starting to turn into sundown, which is very good for you all. You're vampires. There's only handfuls of predators. Most predators at Ixalan can see at night, but none of them are folk or humans, or any of the pirates can. So night is kind of your time.
Of course.
Within a couple of turns, I'm just going to let you guys know, within a couple of turns, it is going to be night. The soldier that you gave those orders to strides over to one of the horses, pulls down ornate glass and gold vials of blood, old blood that you brought over from where you come from.
What?
Takes it over to the forerunner that's on the ground. Do you want to go with him, or do you want to stay back?
I will go with him. I lead by example.
Okay. It doesn't take you very long to realize that it's not blood coming out of his eyes. The forerunner that's on the ground has black oozing, not tendrils, but trails of ichor, black oil, black something glistening, slowly dripping out of his eyes, out of his ears, out of his nose, out of his mouth. He's not moving, but he's slowly secreting this liquid.
The same stuff that was in
Oh,
the
he's
pool.
dead already.
Yeah, he probably is.
He wants his
He's dead
entire
already.
right foot. Yeah, his right foot, maybe halfway up to his shin, is covered in the fluid. If you want to, you could examine bits of him, like different parts of him.
Yeah, what would the check be for that to learn some information? Also, Josh, what is it? Do you know?
I'd say
Sorry.
I have no idea what the check is, but once
No,
you
I'm
start
saying-
turning flying colors, you're dead. So
No,
chop
no.
him up.
No, what is the thing that is consuming him? Do you know what the name of it is?
Whoever's in that pool turned him into alien from the Abyss.
Yeah, okay.
Or the one from the Thing. The Thing.
I gotcha.
It's a Thing monster.
I see where you're going with that. Okay, yeah. Then, what would be the check for us to find out some info, or Aaron specifically to find out some information? But I'm also interested. You got me intrigued as to what the mystery is. Ocean.
yeah, it would probably just be like investigation. You don't have to.
Right.
Whatever the oil coming out of him is starting to like puff up his skin, so like almost like he was like stung by bees and allergic to bees. Like his face is swollen up and he's like leaking black, and his right foot is coated in ichor. So if you want to like examine specifically one of those, it'd probably be like investigation. I'm gonna say like investigation 12.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll investigate.
Gives that roll. Oh,
11, but
roll off.
yeah,
I'm gonna roll off.
yeah, I guess roll off.
I mean, you can also you have the ability to reroll, of course, if you want to. Would you have 12? Got a 12 on that one. Let me throw this one up here. Shaboing, 15. Okay, so standing over a dead body, secreting a lot of oil. We're looking at something that, yeah, it does not look good at all. I don't like it. I know none of us like it. What I think I want to do more than anything else, you said we've been on the march for a while.
Yeah, you've been marching for quite a while. Your goal has just been to search and explore and steal, but you're refreshed. Like you could fight, your battalion could fight. You're immortal conquistadors. You're pretty bad dudes.
Gotcha, for sure. And how far are we from our base camp?
Incredibly far. It would be like an expedition to go back to wherever you had been. Remember
where do we stay
landing
or like where do we
on
stay?
a beach? Oh, you just make camp. You just consistently make camp and guard it. If you stay somewhere long, your legion will cut down trees and fortify it. But you mostly just camp wherever you can. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we at that camp now? And this is kind of where the slime is, like near that location. We were on the march at that point. We haven't set up camp yet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
you were on the march and still have not set up camp. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to issue the order that everyone who's touched the goo needs to immediately be staked and set on fire. And we're going to move to set up camp, like a good quarter distance away from where we are, away from where that pond is, and it needs to be guarded. Yeah, because
absolutely.
I'm a vampire who gets shit done. This is what we're not pussyfooting around with the informal investigation. We've got legions at our disposal, and we've got people to kill.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So far, sort of rounded up back to back already are 3 soldiers that have already been de-armed and had their like breastplates removed.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had like a foot that they put in there. 2 of them had put their hands up to their wrists in the oil. They're not oozing, but they've definitely been like quarantined.
Gotcha.
And that order is pretty swift.
So the check
just
is like
6, 8.
Okay. They're
Oh,
like, yeah,
I figured that's not even a check. I figured that.
they're gonna do it. It's a
Oh
2.
yeah,
There might be a minor objection.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it a roll. Because sometimes, oh no, no, and nobody wants that.
Was it a 1?
It's a freaking 1, dude. And that's why I'm like, yeah, we should make sure we check on even like some minor actions like that. Because sometimes he's issuing the order, right? That's the black goo. Anyone who's touched the
Yeah.
black goo should be absolutely destroyed. So unless Aaron's gonna pull us out, but it does give us a good opportunity to let the other players come in if you want to. Um, but I'll take the 1. I'll take the 1 for the sake of the story.
Yeah. It's a 1.
Oh, so yeah. So does Aaron? I mean, does Aaron roll to take over, or is that just
No,
it?
no, no. So yeah, we did whatever the situation is right here. I'm interested in what it is. So
Okay. That so.
yeah, so he was issuing the
Oh my
order
God.
is basically the place that he dies at.
The pool. Giving the order. It's the like immediate. These 3 vampires are just like fully impaled. It's almost within like moments that they are left impaled and lit on fire. It's the order. You've already had to do this before with soldiers that serve you. It's entirely fine.
All right, okay.
You go to turn back towards the pool, and something's stopping you. Something has a hold of your right foot.
What?
When you look down, the vampire that was dead, the forerunner that was dead, its eyes are open. It's looking up at you.
No.
A right arm is extended out, and it's not grabbing your foot. He doesn't have hands anymore. Metal has grown through and formed a one-armed blade for his right hand, growing out of his like wrist, forearm,
What?
pushing his hands and bones out of the way, and it's just a blade.
Oh my
And it
God.
has shot through your ankle and your calf and partway up your knee. And as it yanks down, it pulls you straight to the ground. The pool, you can't see it, but I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
The pool, the circle that it's in, is a large line cut in the top and bottom of it. And the oil has been spreading out into a symbol. It's not, you're not the only things around here that have been like touching this. Slowly, like as the sun goes down and the light from the consumed vampire starts to go, no one really catches that you've been attacked, because the creatures and natives of Ixalan, you can start to see yellow and green eyes line the forest. What used to be dinosaurs, what used to be raptors, what used to be the humans that would ride them, are shambling out on 4 legs, on 6 legs, on bodies fused together. Bits that used to be skin are replaced with metal. What used to be jaws are lined with teeth. What used to be eyes are glowing mechanical bits of fire. You are assailed in the middle of the night as the sun starts to go down. Not in the middle of the night. You are assailed by things that have never been here, don't come from here, but they eat and tear and shred whatever they find just the exact same. You are pulled apart by aliens from an entirely other world,
Oh my God.
covered in spikes and spines and oozing black oil.
Bravo, Ocean! Holy crap! What was that black thing? So it sounds like a thing, but it's also very Lovecraft, and it's creating of a monster.
We'll have to go into our next story.
Oh my
We'll have
God!
to
This is the
see how
thing
the
that
next
connects the
story
stories. That's
goes.
crazy. That is a crazy
Mm.
storyline. All right. All right, Tin Man. Have you got the? Okay, they're just out. He's just done.
I got it. I got it.
So you got
So we
that?
did
Okay.
it because someone down we died.
What?
You telling me?
I'm not sure
We're
what.
dead, right?
Yeah. So the game is over. So we're gonna be starting a new game.
Okay.
Were you able to become friends with Ocean? This is a
You
weird
did.
question,
I
Oh,
except for
became
yeah.
friends with you and
the social aspect. Sweet. Yeah, and then send him the three
Are you
goals that you want.
besties yet?
Yeah, it's such a weird question to ask unless we're talking about social friending, which is a whole different topic and
hey,
meaning. Um,
send me what you need, Ocean.
so
Like what the questions are.
Yeah.
I don't play these
yeah, so
normally, so
you're
if
just
you want to
playing.
send me a chat,
Yeah, so
say
Josh,
strength, strength,
you
intelligence,
just
blah.
yeah, it's really really open ended. You're just choosing three goals of things that you want to do that you could do in the normal world, right? It's any three things, and then you get three things that you want to put points towards. Up to three things you can put points towards, and you have 4 points to put towards them. And so those three things are like what you would normally have in D&D, like intelligence or strength or charisma or but it can be really specific too, right? Anything you want to, but it's just like three powers that you're putting points towards, and those will affect the rolls. They use less often, so I wouldn't sweat too much about them.
Okay.
While you're thinking about those, actually, let me take the opportunity to mention that this is a Cox and Space podcast. This is a behind the scenes They Die at the End podcast where we take a break from making the show and get together and use our imagination for other things. This is a game that I found on a wiki, but seems to have come from a different timeline because as I've looked for that wiki, I have not been able to find it. It was called The Voice in John's Head. We've been repurposed it, and now it's called They Die at the End. This is a skin that's been put on it because Ocean is has a lot of lore with Magic the Gathering, and it's a super fun way to find out about that lore in a way that I think that you probably haven't before. Like getting to play through the story of these vampires in the woods finding some dark slime and wondering what the mystery is. This is a cool way to find out Magic the Gathering lore, in my opinion. So Ocean, thank you for being here. If you guys want to find out more about Cox in Space, you can go to coxinspace.com. That's coxinspace.com and connect with our Facebook. Aaron's in charge of our Facebook, and you can talk to him about the interesting things that you're interested in. That's actually how we got connected with Ocean. And you can come on the show and talk about what they are. We didn't realize that it was going to be Magic the Gathering, but as we nerded out about it, I was like, dude, we should definitely play this as a game. So, yeah, coxinspace.com is the way that you can make it happen. Up there, you can also find the link for our Discord, which will get you on the show. You can come play as a guest, or you can come play. You can just sit as you did in the audience and listen to what's going on. So you're welcome to do that. We have the green room that's before we start recording, and then the post when we turn the camera off, so you can catch up with us in all those times. And then we also have the Patreon that's up there, so you can help us get the animation funded. We're looking to do that in the next couple of months, so you can help us for just $5 a month or more. You can join the crew, and you can become either a cadet, a bridge commander, or a science officer. So it's up to you how much you want to be a part of the show and its creation. So that's what we're looking to do. You can just connect on Join the Crew and get in touch with all of that information. Ocean, people can look for you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, yep. Facebook. My name is Ocean Alvarado on Facebook. I'm usually active through stuff like Glass City Improv out of Toledo. I'm on a team called Bingo Rich. I was also our local WGTE, our local news affiliate. I was on a podcast called Improv 419 recently. You can
That's
find Improv
awesome.
419 on NPR. Yeah, on the NPR app.
Right on. So
Wow.
nice, and look for that. We'll look to link that in the bios. People can find that as well. Find out that you're not just a killer of your players, but also an improviser, and all the thoughts you have on being an
And
improviser.
also a killer of audiences, which I'm not allowed to advertise anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay, gotcha. We will not have that advertised on the show, so you did not hear it from us if you end up hearing it. Uh,
Yeah.
Ocean, I'm gonna
Find him on
pitch.
the dark web.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for all your mercenary needs.
Yeah. So you can do that. I'm gonna pitch this. I don't know how your schedule is looking, but how do you feel about playing for an additional hour from this point forward? Since we just got our feet under us, and that will probably give us the time to get through the stories you have planned. And so,
Yeah. Ending
I'm
at
good.
ending at 9.
I have to do it anyway, so we're good to go.
okay, so you do. You got it. You got it all figured out.
I gotta get Lita at 8 because she gotta go to bed. So I gotta go to drive bananas and come back.
Okay, so that is an hour from now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sweet. So then we're looking at that's
I'm
kind of
good
what
for the next hour.
you're talking about. All right, sweet. Then if that's okay with you, and we're kind of set up for how the game rolls, you ready to roll these games? I think it'll go fairly quickly.
Yep. Good.
Sweet. I got my goals
Anybody
in.
else?
Aaron, you stick on the same ones?
Oh yes.
I'm sticking the same one.
Sweet. All right, let's do this.
I got my in too.
Nice. Do you want us to
Was
roll
decent
first?
complete Ocean.
What's that?
Ocean, were those good enough goals?
Oh, so
Did I
those
send you?
are yeah, those will be like your skills, but the goals are
Oh, nice.
like Skip's goals were like to like eat a sandwich and like jump over a cow and like take a bath. So just like it could be like
Yeah.
silly stuff, it could be serious stuff, it could be
Literally
like
any
survive an
goals.
assassination
Yeah.
or complete an assassination.
Fair. I'm sorry. Yeah, I probably talked quickly through that.
Okay.
Actually, thank you for that explanation. That does sum it up. Now I gotta change my goals. No, I'm just messing.
Oh,
In some more competitive games, it might matter. I don't think Aaron's gonna try to intentionally try to block me from eating a sandwich because it's just too much of an effort, and he has other things to do with his life.
yeah. Plus, who doesn't like a good sandwich?
Right, yeah, exactly. If we can incorporate a sandwich into the story, definitely gonna try.
Yeah.
And I would have if you said when you said like, oh, I want to give those like rations of blood to those vampires. If you just
Ah,
like took one of those and drank them, I probably would have said that's a sandwich. That's your
right.
lunch. That's your
The
equivalent.
sandwich equivalent. Yeah, exactly. The vampire equivalent. Yeah, because I think you set that goal fairly low, and point wise. Um, so cool.
Pretty doable. Yeah, a sandwich is pretty universal. Even if
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
if it's a plane just full of undead and zombies, you could still make a sandwich out of something.
Someone could have a
Yeah.
a brain sandwich. And that's where I
Yeah,
do like
2 feet and a tongue.
yeah, very very classy to have a tongue sandwich. Um, you're so posh, and he's like, la. Just the juxtaposition. Um, Tin Man, if you didn't pick up, if you roll a 1, the character dies. If you roll a 20, you get a bonus, and that bonus carries from game to game. So Aaron Cosville still has a bonus. A bonus will give you either a reroll, and you can make anybody reroll, yourself or anybody else, or the DM reroll. Or it lets you interrupt,
Oh, okay.
so you can try to take control of the character. Um, or it also lets you put a point to one of the powers. Um, and that's a permanent point. You obviously lose the one. That's the third one is the lesser used function, but if you had like a stack of them, like a bunch of wigwag swag, like I did in the hidden episode or the lost episode, possibly to be recovered episode, you can just dump them into points. So you guys all squared away? Did you get it all point valued and whatnot for the goals?
Put my goals in.
Nice. Ocean, did you get the are you overviewing them?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's still yeah.
I should have looked at cards. I think I'm gonna stick with the same cards if that's all right. I think they are pretty good. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I didn't use any cards, so.
Yeah, I didn't end up using them. Oh right, I remember what one's about. Cool. So and Tin Man, did you pick cards from the They Die at the End chat? Would you like cards randomly dealt to you from Ocean?
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say if one of you guys wanted to give him cards, that could
Sweet.
work
Yeah, I
too.
can do that. So Tin Man, you're gonna get Jahaya's Immolating Inferno.
Where you guys shop?
So the chat is right above General. It's where it says They Die at the End. Um,
Or see the chat go back there on Discord.
yeah, so if you, I think you're probably looking at the chat itself, the general chat, and if you go back to the wigwags, um, it should pop up with where the chat's at, or if you hit back maybe, if you're on a device. Do you want me to maybe read you the effects, and then you wouldn't necessarily have to look at them. This one causes
Hold on.
dam.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you were able to find it?
Oh, I see some looking at. I know what the card does.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
so
I know that card from Magic.
sweet.
God,
That's what I was
Immolation.
hoping it would be. Yeah, so you can hit 3 targets and do damage to them. Um, here's another one. It's called Arrest. You put on a creature, of course, and it can't attack or block. Probably one you know as well. So you have
Yep.
Immolation and Arrest.
Mhm.
Here's one. You can have Tear Asunder. Um, you know how it works.
Nice. I like
You
that one.
yeah, you exiled target. Okay, it sounds like you're pulling them up too. Okay, cool. So those will be your 3. You can play when you have control of the
Oh, I just
character.
I
All right. So it sounds like we're all set.
wrote it down.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, sweet, sweet.
Yeah, I guess if you guys just want to roll, and then we'll just give control to the highest roller, and then I'll start
Sweet.
breaking down the next story.
That's awesome. Good idea. 18 is what I got. 12 from Aaron. It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. 7 from Aaron,
7.
and add extension to Chrome from Tin Man. Oh, nice. Looks like it might still work.
Bother.
What? Where did it pop up on your screen?
I rolled a 13.
Ah, there
Oh,
it is.
down there on the
Okay.
bottom
There
right.
it
On
is.
the bottom
I
right.
see. Yeah,
It
the
says dice roll log.
big red number in the middle too. Oh, and you're keeping a
I don't know how I
log
get that
too.
stupid
Oh,
banner to go away.
that's cool. Okay, I gotcha.
It's just the D&D roller now. Is that better?
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
I like
I
that.
did take control. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. And then you can add the bonus to it, if you had the ability to do it. So it's me, Ocean. I get to do it. I'm your
Yeah,
man.
Skip, you got control.
Nice.
Skip, you are taking control of a character named Zuri.
Hmm.
Zuri is an elf. He's a bandit. He used to be a bit of a renegade. And our next story is going to take place on the plane of Mirrodin.
Hmm.
Mirrodin is a world that is metal from the inside out. It's a world where organic and inorganic life flow together seamlessly. It's a world populated by elves, by some humans, by they're called not Viashino, Vidalcan. Vidalcan are like blue-skinned, incredibly smart, not quite elves, not quite people, but they're engineers. There's goblins, there's ogres, but everything is metal, born with metal infused into their skin in parts. They're still all sentient. They're still good and bad and and peaceful ones and murderous ones. It's exactly like normal life, except yeah, the organic and the inorganic are together. It was created by a planeswalker, sort of a teleporting magical construct named Karn. Karn had the soul of his creator put into him. He's a giant, like 8 foot tall mechanical engineer, and he created the world of Mirrodin.
Okay.
City.
Uh,
Slept
yeah,
pretty good
there's
after the weather light.
Do you know
yeah,
about this
yeah, yeah.
lore, Aaron?
And
Okay, I
he
got you.
Where Mirrodin is the set just after the Urza's Phyrexian War and
Oh,
the
that's
Weatherlight,
right.
and
This is the one that you said that
Arn
you knew
ascended to
about.
become a planeswalker after
here,
uh, after it all.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. Here we go. There's a
Okay.
whole lot. So I am gonna get some stuff wrong, but it's all just like a little bit of a reinterpretation for this.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. And it's based off the what we're rolling anyway, so it
Mhm,
kind of bends to that it's in the multiverse of Magic the
mhm.
Gathering. Um, okay,
And
interesting. So he
Oh, somebody
became
I've
a
heard of
planeswalker,
before.
which means that he became like a creator of his own planet. Is that kind of the idea?
he could.
Oh,
So
okay.
he not every planeswalker can do that. He had it's through a bunch of stuff and a bunch of reasons all of this happened. But
Okay.
he will sometimes show up to Mirrodin. He's shown up to like fight some villains. He was kidnapped for a little portion. But something that happened when he made the world of Mirrodin is he brought a drop of this black oil purely by accident with him
No,
that
no.
infused into the core of the plane.
What?
That black ichor is phyrexian oil. Phyrexians are ancient, other dimensional, mechanical undead demons that are
Okay, phyrexians. I
mostly,
gotcha.
yeah, that are mostly like not a part of the magic story at all, but a bit of them. It's when you guys said the thing, that's not untrue. They're a little bit like the Borg. They're a little bit like body horror parasites. It's like once you
Yeah.
get the oil, a single drop of oil will infect your body, and it kind of destroys your soul and immediately reanimates you into a thing that slowly becomes more mechanical and evil and just wants to spread more oil. So
Right.
that while Mirrodin was growing and becoming populated, that was also growing in the planet.
Wow. Okay. Now um who are we in this the story that
In
are we aware of that, or is that just like some good flavor
Mhm.
for us to know?
Oh, oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
You are a renegade elf. You are in the Viridian. It's called the Viridian Forests. It's a forest of trees that are still metal. But it's a strange reflection of our life.
Oh,
It's
I got you.
comfortable. It's your home. It's where
This
you've
is
lived
your
and hunted.
explanation
Yeah.
as to why they were born with metal in them is because of that.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
make
and
the
it's
connection. A
it's
little slow.
yeah, entirely normal and benign. Like
Okay.
if like people from Mirrodin were able to go to other planes, you wouldn't really be looked at as like a monster. It's just like the normal way people are here. Um, the geez, let's talk about the war that's been happening.
Yeah,
For the
please.
entirety of your existence, Skip, you have been at war with undead, toxic monstrosities. The Phyrexians were discovered way before you were born, and from swamps with green, noxious gas pouring out of the ground of Mirrodin, these
What?
undead, mechanical, warped creatures will just come out and spread this infection. So, starting as a bandit, just making however money you can, you have become a leader in a resistance for a war that everyone else is losing. Everything that is alive and living on Mirrodin has been an absolute threat for the entirety of your life.
Whoa.
A single drop of this oil can make your best friend, mother, a child lose themselves in a matter of minutes, hours, days. and turn into a cannibalistic monstrosity that just wants to kill you. You are at the top of a ridgeline of trees with a band of other elves with you. You're called the Copperhorn Brigade. You're with maybe 15 other elves that worship you, adore you, because you are an absolute badass warrior in a world that's a lot like Terminator. You're with elves that are undying, that have watched their friends get mauled and mutilated and turned into monsters. These people would absolutely die for you to protect the rest of your village.
Right.
And your job today is to shoot down anything with wings that comes out of that swamp. You're armed with a bow, 15 other elves, and anything that comes out, you just with ease aim, fire, explode any drake, any weird plague stingers, any they're called whispering specters, the long winged almost eels that just fly to spray this black oil on anything that's too slow to not be preyed upon.
Oh my god.
Um,
So hang on, let me just
yeah,
again
well,
metagame real quick. So there must be a deck of
go for
these like metal zombie things that like take over your deck. Is that what I'm picking up?
kind of, yeah. Phyrexian in the card
Oh,
game, Phyrexians
Phyrexian.
have an
Okay,
alternate
gotcha.
win condition. Yeah, yeah, they can just kill you. Have like 40 life and magic. Phyrexians can give you a thing that kills you with like 10 points of damage
Oh
called
my,
infect. So
oh
it's
my
like
god.
you as a player, you're becoming infected with, it's called phyresis. And it's like you die quicker than, like any other group of cards could kill you.
Oh my god. Okay. This is kind of terrifying. And okay, cool. So we're watching the swamp. Um, I want to wrestle around in my bag. I'm sure I was real smart about packing lunch. I'm thinking maybe I'm getting a little bit hungry. Um, was I able to was I smart enough to have packed lunch today? Is that on my general agenda? What would the check be for that to
Yeah,
see if I packed a
yeah,
sandwich?
no, yeah, no. I would say roll for it. DC is probably. I think I sent you what the difficulty of it was. Is it like 5 or 6?
So eat a sandwich is actually 10. Um, uh, uh,
Oh, okay. Because in this it would require preparation.
yeah. So that was okay. So to see if I had pre-planned to bring lunch and to have made it the morning before and everything like that. So you're saying a 10 is kind of what you're thinking, to see if I got the sandwich here while I'm watching the swamp.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds
Roll
like
for it. Yeah,
let's
You probably
sounds like
like
a plan.
shoulder your bow, dig through your
Got
bag,
that.
you elbow one of your other.
Got that 17. That's right. So I took it and got an extra bonus on that too. So um 10
Yeah.
points for eating the sandwich and then 7 points for getting the 17. I'm about it.
Can't wrapped in a copper line leaf. You unfold it. It almost feels like tin foil. This is even though most of Mirrodin is organic, you had like this is like a bread and meat sandwich. You remember like hunting. It's a tusked boar called a vorak. You remember like hitting one with your arrow, and you were like, yes, food like hot meat. You traded bread one of the last times you were actually like at your camp. Like you have a sandwich. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
This
Okay,
is
cool. This might be unheard
for
of
for
culinary,
as low.
but
Oh yeah, normal. This is like wartime. You're lucky you don't eat like burnt meat.
right, right. Okay, facts. Heard. Okay.
Um, Here, you turn the sandwich into crumbs. Um, while you're just in that, deep in that, a not not quite not quite a humming, but a thick, heavy buzzing starts to kind of grow in your ear, and you're definitely more focused on the sandwich, but the other elves that are around you have eyes scanning the horizon, and it
What?
sounds like not just like the flapping of wings. It sounds like the droning of a horde of something coming on the wind.
Oh
Um,
God.
off in the distance, what looks like rain clouds, your elven eyes can actually see are a swarm of black and green. They're called plague stingers. These are, for a Phyrexian, pretty small, but for us, it's a winged insect monstrosity that its torso is about the size of your torso. Its head is about the size of your head. It is a stinger that's about the size of your hand. And their job is just to fly down and stab as many times as they can anything with this oil. This is far more than the rest of your brigade are prepared for. And they're about maybe a quarter mile away. You can definitely see them, but they're coming in heavy to where you are.
Okay, where do we have to retreat to?
You could climb down the trees. These aren't fully uncommon. It's just like a massive swarm of these guys, but you are aware that it's like these will kill these will kill massive animals. These will kill like massive groups of soldiers.
And it's the sort of thing that we're supposed to look out for, but it's more than we can take on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'd like to try to make the retreat to a place that's safe and get cover before they get too close to us. What are my chances of that?
Yeah, they're pretty far off. I honestly, I would say your DC is probably like 12. Like to move safely now in where how Mirrodin has become, you would want like scouts to go ahead of you and people to watch behind you. Like you would want to move as a group.
It's a
I would say the DC is probably like maybe like 13. Like you could run blind through all this stuff, but you're hunted as much as you're hunting.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have to move cautiously and safely as a group, trying to go for cover. Here you go, 15.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You issue your orders, but bows are attached to backs. Some elves are switching to like copper like daggers, hex gold like blades as they're preparing to move down into the trees where something might be closer. The cloud of Phyrexians, as you notice, you're starting to go down. The stingers almost swirl and starts flying down into the swamp. Like they're going, as you're climbing down, it almost feels like you're watching them like go home. Like they're moving in like a coordinated, like not just like flying in a swarm of bugs, that they're like moving on a command. You are passing through all this odd like copper branches and brush, and you're climbing down into the forest line. And you can, after maybe like a minute or two of moving down into the brush and just onto the branches, you can see that there is silently, almost like attached to the trees, you and the rest of your brigade are standing still as what passes beneath you, very far down. I want to say maybe you're like 150 feet in the air. On the bottom of the copper-lined forest floor are two different creatures. What you saw out there in the swamps, those are black-aligned Phyrexians, but Phyrexians are a species that are incredibly adaptive. So inside the forest, you spot what looks like a multi-headed snake, but you've seen before, it's a hydra of Phyrexians. It's one body with multiple heads, and you normally it's a dangerous predator, but you're seeing it from such an exposed angle, and it kind of just slides across the forest floor away from you. This is a massive threat that you and your brigade would kill. You have the drop on it. What would you like to do?
Okay, dang. So we're in the tree line. How close are the things that were going into the swamp?
Very far away. They're almost like an afterthought now.
We moved secretly. We got out of that situation. There's a hydra down. We know that it's made of metal. Is it possible that we can consume this thing?
You could, yeah. You have the weapons that you and your band of elves have sort of evolved to use against the Phyrexians is called hex gold. It's almost as rare as like like diamonds in Minecraft. Like it's an incredibly strange resource that you have to mine and refine very intently and magically, bind it, uh, carve runed hex gold patterns into it. But it's a weapon that cuts and kills anything that's Phyrexian. It's incredibly dangerous. Your arrow tips are lined with it. Your daggers and the sword you have on your back is lined with it. You are a group that is prepared to kill big beasts.
So let me ask you this: are we killing it so it's not a danger to us, or are we killing it so that we can like harvest it because we're at war?
Probably, I would actually say that's up to you.
Hmm.
It's not out of the question. You've seen friends try to get a little too close with the oil or try to work with the oil, and it just corrupts and destroys. But
Gotcha. Of
if you
course.
want to carve up a body, it's not out of the question. You could try to eat it. You could try to like wear its claws as weapons. You could try to do all kinds of things with Phyrexians, but
Okay,
is
gotcha.
it a good idea? Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's the
Hmm.
thing that I'm like, okay, if I want to even take that. So again, where's our encampment? From where we're at, I know we're at war. We were supposed to be watching the swamp. We just got driven off by a swarm. Um, where do we call home?
I would I would say you're probably like miles deep in like a Viridian like treetop. Almost, it's not really like a fortress because that would draw too much suspicion. It's like hidden pathways in like the treetops, like miles deep in this forest. Like it would take a bit of a while, like for you to get back. You are sort of like one of the last like heroes in the Viridian Forest. A lot of other like well-known warriors and like wizards and engineers, like they've died or gone missing or become corrupted by Phyrexia. So you are
Gotcha.
like you're a good but like very last line of like defense against these strange monsters.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my charisma to try to do the thing where I'm going to command the guys to work as a unit to kill the Hydra that's down below. Of course, also scouting to see if there's any additional danger.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think
go
that?
for it.
What do you think?
Yeah, to
Yeah, sorry.
I would say to give that order, like their eyes are usually on you. They usually wait for you. Um, to like initiate like an ambush, probably like a 10.
Okay. Um, okay, and then what do you think the chances are of the success of pulling it off? In addition to it.
uh so I mean, what I'm gonna do for that is probably roll and keep it a secret.
Mm,
Phyrexians are able to like evolve on a dime and change really quick, or you've also set up ambushes and been ambushed before. So it's not out of the question for things to go awry.
let me change that. So I want to give the command, but in addition, I don't want to know the stats of if I'm going to succeed or not, but I want to know how difficult it is to know if there's additional danger coming. So if it,
Um, yeah, okay, yeah. I rolled. It would be, yeah, this thing is pretty big. Like it's if you're standing, one of its mouths is like the size of you standing. If there
oh,
were other
okay.
hidden
Hmm.
Phyrexians, they would have either ran away or tried to attack it already. Yeah,
Okay.
like the this thing being where it is would, yeah, like it's on its own.
So we're okay. So we're pretty sure, just from his experience. Okay, so you think it's still about a 10 to issue the order to set up the ambush. Okay. Also, I guess
Yeah,
since we
yeah,
know
I'd
that
say 10.
information, what the odds of victory on taking down the beast, knowing what we know now with that word.
Uh we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Um,
You kind of don't know. I would say you from experience, you don't know if Phyrexian is dead until it's bled all of its oil and it's stopped
right,
moving.
right. Um, So, I guess what I'm looking for. So, like, I know that it's a 10 to issue the challenge because they're very likely to do it. Um, I was just wondering about so we can do the check on the skirmish. Do you think it's like odds being real high is what it sounded like 16, 17? Um, or do you think
I
it's like
I was yeah, I was
he's
imagining it
fairly
was like
he's fairly
concurrent
big.
rolls. Yeah. He's
Um,
fairly big. Yeah. I would, probably like a fit. Yeah, let's say like a 14.
okay, I got you. Okay, those kind of odds. Um, so I'm trying to up the odds because I'm fine with playing, and then also I know that we have other players in this game too. So, um, but we got it though, boys.
14. Yeah, perfect. You silently with hand signals a hushed wave of bows come off of backs, arrows are stringed, and screaming through the air is a volley of arrows straight down into this creature's heads, neck, spine, body, torso. It's it's not even just a single volley of arrows. You just unleash like a couple of handfuls of arrows into this like a massive creature. They don't just like stick in the body; they shred through like meat and metal and bone. One of its three heads just falls off and looks like it just starts to like turn into liquid on the ground.
Oh my God, so
The
gross.
body Yeah, the body and the left head are almost like separating and falling away, but the center head looks like it detaches. What was a spine, it kind of just grows into a tail and it starts to slither away like a snake.
What?
This thing that was giant looks like it's mostly dead, but it's still like alive and smaller now, just like scurrying away. Do you want to? What would you like to do? Do you want to
Uh,
follow it? Do you want to hunt it down, leave it?
I mean, we should probably finish the job. What do you think the odds are of us before it gets too far away, ending its life as a squad?
Uh, yeah,
Definitely at
and it,
range.
That's it?
yeah, probably. Yeah, it's sort of like slithers and skitters away quickly, like faster than it had been. I would say to like keep up with it, it's going to be like an 18.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's really on the run. Um, hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of phyrexians. We don't necessarily know the terrain because we just came in out of the trees. Things are pumping. Um, what time of day is it?
It is like it is like noon. It
Okay.
is like high suns above you.
Okay. I'm going to where we are right now. Send scouts out in a couple of different directions, likely directions, where there might be water around us, or listen to see if I can find out where there might be water. I'm looking for like running water or like a body of clean water.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, there are places that still exist like that. Clean water is a little bit it's becoming a little sadly like a little more rare on Mirrodin. You remember that there was clean water like where you are southwest-ish.
Okay.
You yeah, scouts disperse, you like group up, you start moving in that direction. Do you want to stay? No, I just want to know, do you want to stay high up in the trees or do you want to stay low?
Okay, so good question. How far away is it that
Uh,
we should?
you probably maybe like 35 minutes away.
Okay.
What you were on was almost like a peninsula between like a river on one side, the swamps you were hunting at on the other side, and then these forests in the middle. So yeah, you can probably get back to the water quickly.
Okay, so okay, gotcha. We're headed to the river versus the swamps, I think is what you're saying. Um, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. So let's hit the trees. So what's the difficulty for us to get to the river, taking the trees? Thank you for the question.
Probably like I'm gonna say like a 12.
Okay, cool. Let's get that a roll. Dang it. So did not make it. I got a 3 instead. So yeah, I failed getting to the river. What has happened, my dear ocean?
Uh, they do Aaron and Tin Man, do they roll to take over?
Yeah,
You don't
so
die, right?
yeah, no, we didn't die. We can roll to take over. Just the result was 3 out of 12. I'm sure you're aware, but
Okay.
that's what it was.
You
So
are this area is a lot more dense than you remember.
ah,
Getting turned around in a lot of, like, the sun being above you doesn't necessarily help your sense of direction. You feel like
right.
you end up going in circles with a good chunk of your scouts that are now just gone and in a place that you are now not at. So your
Oh
force
no,
has almost been like cut in half, and
no.
you are like lost in a line lower in the tree line.
Ah, fair. Okay, gotcha. Aaron, we've lost your
Roll to
stream.
take over, correct?
Yeah, roll to take over.
Oh,
I've got a 16.
I'm moving that 20.
Oh, take a bonus.
That 20.
Yeah, you got a bonus on that. So all the things that we were talking about, you can do. You can get an extra bonus. You can interrupt someone's play. You can do a reroll. But you're taking it, Tin Man, to try to accomplish your goals. Let me message you real quick, to
yeah.
let you know you got that bonus. So what do you want to do? The floor is yours.
Let's see. We got lost in a circle
Yeah, we're kind of lost in the forest right now.
in the tree line still. We didn't escape.
Yeah.
Can't go to the thing. All right. Oh, can we scout to follow the used to be Hydra?
Yeah. You
How long have we been
you
lost for?
Where
yeah.
he's running?
I mean, I would say it's probably been like an hour.
Okay,
If
fair.
you wanted to like move higher from the tree line, like back, like up to the top, like where you were at the beginning, you could get a good like vantage point of where things are around you.
Perfect. Let's roll for that. See if we can get to a higher vantage point to see where we're going.
Dang, what's the
Yeah,
that?
DC, yeah, DC for that. Yeah, just to like climb up higher. There haven't been like threats around you. DC's probably gonna be like 6.
You're rolling.
Oh, dang.
I got a 2.
You can reroll if you want to,
Okay.
or we
I'm
reroll for
gonna use my
control after
bonus
less.
3-roll.
Well, okay, all right.
Well, it's okay. So if you
Okay,
are going to
so
reroll, I actually feel like a failure might be a good chance to push like a story beat forward. But we could
that's
like still reroll and have like a
yeah. Take the 2 first, but then with the reroll is that sounds fair.
Okay, I'll just
as
push the story, I guess. Works.
as
So I failed going higher.
yeah, you start to climb higher and kind of similar to where you heard like this cacophonous like droning, like buzzing, growing on each other. You hear something. It's similar and it's still different. You hear and feel like a rumble like in the tree up to you, like through your feet. You don't hear like it's not like a herd of something massive running. It almost feels like a tidal wave of water is rushing down the forest floor. You spot what you had kind of lost the body of the Hydra and like all of that brush, and in this circling, you actually ended up being pretty close to it. You see a swarm of black, body over body rats. They're called you know them very well. They're called Iker rats
Oh my
that
god.
come out of anywhere that they can in these swarms and just devour anything that's dead, anything that's too slow, anything that would be too big to predate on, and they just roll over this body, devouring as much as they can. This is another threat that you're just like I like have to get away from.
Oh my god.
Hand over hand climbing. What's your reroll?
Reroll.
Oh yeah.
16.
Okay, gotcha. So you wait.
Yeah.
Are you gonna spend the point to do that? Because we're gonna roll that. Do you want that to be your roll? Because so those bonuses are really useful if we're gonna die and you don't want to die. This is one that we're kind of in a bad spot, but you took a
Oh,
16,
this
so
is no. This is just a roll to see if I
take
escape the
take
rats.
take control
Right?
of the no
Is
yeah
that
this
what
is
I'm
no
rolling for?
the role we're doing right now is taking control of the guy the elf.
Sure.
I got a 14. 3.
3.
Okay, so you're taking control to do it. So yeah, wow. Where did the rats were? You said that they were crawling up the trunks as they came through the trees.
They seemed to completely ignore and not know anything where you were.
Okay,
It almost looked like they were just attracted to all of like the fresh kill that was on the floor.
of course.
They move pretty quick. So if they were climbing up the trees, you would spot them and leave, but it looks like they're really just obsessed with this corpse that you hunted.
That's fair. Um, Tin Man.
So attempt to once again get away and get up to vantage points. So vantage
Yeah,
points see where we need to go next.
yeah, hand over hand climbing up the trees. The Mirrodin has 5 colored suns that rotate throughout it. The white one is passed over, and on the horizon, the green sun is starting to come up. Each one is colored after the different colors of mana, so Mirrodin usually has some kind of sunlight on it.
Hmm.
When you get above it, you're further away from the swamps than you had realized, and you're actually relatively close to where the river is. Um, you do know that moving into different uh like different geographical regions puts you at risk of running into different kinds of phyrexians. So the
Huh.
water would put you near they're called gataxians. They are blue. They tend to have like where the rats tend to like have the body of the rat, but they're like growing claws and extra teeth. Gataxians are surgically altered at like actual facilities. So
What?
you've seen like owls that have monstrous beaks and eye stalks added, and other elves that have like elongated tongues with stingers that replace their old tongue. The shape shifting phyrexians come from things that are like blue aligned and near the water. You are like passing through all this treetop brush. What you remembered being a river is dammed. You are
Hmm.
150 feet above now a dry riverbed that is walled off with what looks like a massive body of black aligned phyrexians, like goblin corpses and like human zombie corpses are all walled up and damming off this water, and walking it are these Gataxian elves. Like
So
not you're
they
too far away
literally
to
are
recognize any of these
damned.
guys.
Your elf eyes
Yeah,
see all that?
yeah, they like tear and this is like common. You would like forests that you remember going through as a kid, you'll come back and are completely cut down by Phyrexian industrialization. So this is like this river that you used is virtually gone right now, and there's maybe 10 different soldiers, like Phyrexian soldiers, like patrolling and walking this riverbank. They don't have hands, they have blades for arms. And instead of eyes in their head, they have eye stalks, like maybe 2 to 3 foot long eye stalks that come out of their skulls and look around in like 360 degrees like tentacles, like
Wow.
watching many directions at a time.
Wow. Um,
All
o-
right.
okay, so just so you know, we're in the last 15 minutes of the show. So Tin Man, it's up to you for the sake of all humanity to pull his or elf manity to pull this victory. Um, what you got?
Okay. So there's a bunch of them down there. So
And you can't seem to see like a reason of why they would dam this off. Like they're not like there's not like any massive equipment. There's not like any massive creatures. It just look like they're on like to your far left, blocked off river, and then beneath you are just these just miscellaneous soldiers walking and patrolling what almost looks like nothing.
Let's look to see if there's any kind of blasting material near the dam. So sneak and attempt to find blasting materials, because if we blow the dam, it should kill everybody below it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
So
blow the
yeah,
dam, we don't want the water.
aligned. Yeah, I would say just from here you can see like green vats of this noxious gas that you've known is explosive. Black aligned phyrexians are prone to like carrying around noxious fumes, and you can pop them and destroy them. So you see a couple of these tanks that are still intact in this wall of dead phyrexians. I would say DC to like get over there and like explode it, probably like a 16 or a 17.
Okay, there. Wow, dang. See that roll?
Gonna roll. I'm trying to blow them up.
Oh,
An 8.
no, no. What happened? What
Okay.
happened, DM? What
So,
happened?
yeah, so sneaking over there, like move it like hopping stealthily, like moving branch to branch. You're not moving any leaves around you. There's out of your like 15 that had been there before, some of the ones that had gotten lost. There's maybe 8 of you now. You take your bow off your shoulder. You signal to the rest of to the rest of the brigade to do the exact same. And you've counted the number of people that are with you. There were only like 8 of you. No, there were only 9 of you. Oh no. Why are there 12 of you?
Oh no.
And
Oh,
as
God.
you're about to do this, a couple of almost duplicated faces among your party start to shift and shimmer. It's not all of you are you. One a thing that you know is called a metamorpher starts to de-shape out of an elf form, out of copper colors and into like a silver and blue, but keeping the face of the elf that it had been. Blue arm, like a blue knife arm, extends out of its right hand, and one of the archers is just impaled from behind. And I would say 2 or 3 more of these like imposters are like right there mixed in with your group.
Oh my God. I'm rolling.
Okay.
I'm rolling off to try to take control. I got a 17, boys.
I'm rolling. I got an 11.
Ooh,
5.
5. Okay. I suppose that they're coming after us. Is that correct, Ocean? Being the
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna throw the card that
You just got
what?
we just got ambushed.
Yeah, we definitely got ambushed. I'm gonna throw the card I've been wanting to, which is Soul Parry, which lets me block 2 attacks, I believe. But or whatever the translation of that is, you want it to be.
Yeah, you turning around, you catch these 2 of these metamorphers.
I'm sorry, prevent all damage.
What like almost like.
Sorry, you.
You spot 2 of your friends that are like about to be impaled, and you like weaving this green magic, you catch and almost demorph the like phyrexian blades that were growing out of their hands, and they just kind of get dulled and nullified by this green magic. Yeah, so 2 your there are I'll just say that there's like 4 of these metamorphers, and one of your archers like does get impaled, but like 2 of them are saved. I also rolled. Phyrexian ambushes are like multi-formed. You hear another group of wing beats coming from the other side of this dried river. It's not as stealthy as maybe they want, but a thing that you realize that you've seen before, it's a viral drake. It's very similar to the plague stinger, but they're just larger and easier to spot, easier to shoot, but they still fly and attack you and infect you. You spot maybe like 10 of them climbing out of the tree line across the river and starting to like take flight.
Okay, so the biggest threat to us is still the ambush in our party, is that right?
Yeah, it's still these 4 goopy liquid phyrexians.
Okay, so I'm going to play Stall for Time. I can play two cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna play Stall for Time, which is lets me tap to target creatures, and we put a stun counter on them.
Yeah,
Where
you buckle. Yeah, green magic come from glowing from your eyes, running down both of your hands. Copper vines reach up from the tree line and just kind of buckle these two phyrexians back down. There's still like blue and silver bodies, but they still have the faces of your friends that are around you,
oh my
and now they're
God.
just grasped by these vines and held in place.
Okay, sweet. That should take care, at least then their numbers out. We're going to try to hightail it again, away from obviously the shenanigans of the where we got attacked from our inside our party and the Drake that's coming after us. So if that's back to the trees, actually probably because the rat's back to the trees. What's the difficulty on that?
I would say to
The
hightail it out of here.
invasion
Honestly,
movement.
DC is probably going to be like 18. You're. It feels like you're
Ah.
getting boxed in this ridge
Yeah, that
line.
was kind of what their plan was, right? Like, because they're good
Mhm.
at working in tandem. All right, 18, 18.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna
yeah.
get him home. We're
So
gonna get this elf home, or whatever
out of
you do
all
at
of the
war.
directions you could go, you climb back down the tree line. Some of the I'm actually real quick. I'm just gonna roll
Okay.
uh for so there's like those two metamorphers and then like the some of your elves that are in like melee with them. I roll a 15. Hex gold, the two loose metamorphers, hex gold works incredibly well on their shifting bodies. One of the elves like takes a dagger out of a boot, spins it and stabs it into the gut of one of the creatures, and what
Oh,
was liquid almost turns into solid, and he rips up, and what would come out as like liquid blood is solidifying and splitting and hardening. And
oh, that's tough.
this creature's almost like sliced in half just with a dagger.
Yeah.
You're able to get away from these four metamorphers, and you climb back down. And on a branch facing you is another elf, like an elf that you know,
Hmm.
or at least an elf that you knew,
Oh
and
no.
her name was Glissa. She
Okay.
was another one of those Mirrodin heroes who vanished, and you didn't know what happened to her. Glissa, who was smaller than you, is now crouched down, but significantly larger.
Hmm.
She had skin similar to yours, copper skin similar to yours, but now she has these tubes, almost like coral factory tubes growing up
The
out of her
fuck?
back and slowly emitting like a green gas. Eyes that used to be hers are just dripping with black,
Oh my
and
God.
what were her two hands are two hooked scythes, as she is now crouching and waiting and staring directly at you.
Wow. Okay, and
Attempt
we're
to
hang on.
defend.
Well, we could, but we're gonna have to end it right there, because we're right about out of time for this episode. Um,
Okay, perfect.
Ocean has pulled a very classic showman maneuver, which I have got to applaud, is that you give the audience what they want and leave them wanting more. Uh, so this is the part of the show where we all beg Ocean to come back and do some more Magic the Gathering They Die at the End adventures, because holy crap. I don't know what we're gonna do out this situation. It's a really fun story. I wish that we can continue playing all night because it's so fun. Um, bravo. Bravo, Ocean. You have done a
That was a lot of
fantastic
fun.
job tonight. Yeah, have had such a blast. And the cliffhanger, of course, of we meet a friend of ours in the tree who's been totally transformed. Cherry on top. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I had like a stack of cards that I wanted to use as monsters. These are all like named characters and stories. A
Hmm.
lot of the like locations are actual like magic cards. Yeah, I tried pretty hard. My apologies for being late, but
Oh no.
I tried.
Yeah, this game, it seems like in all these podcasts we have a long time. It takes a while to kick it off. Once we start playing, of course, it rolls pretty easy. Um, so no sweat. We definitely we got to a large portion of these two adventures, right? Like we spent some time in them. Is there any cards that you wanted to call out specifically that we should know about, or like the lore that you're like, oh, check this out, this is some deeper stuff that was going on? Because we got a bunch for
Yeah,
sure, and also
yeah.
I know there's more.
So what was Azuri? Azuri is 2 cards. Azuri Renegade Leader is the one you were playing as. I wanted to. I can just spoil it. I wanted to end it with the next story. You're playing as Azuri after he gets infected.
Oh
So
my
Azuri
God!
Claw of Progress.
Oh
Azuri
no!
Claw of Progress is the card when he gets turned into a phyrexian. So I thought it would be fun if you play like die and then immediately play as one of the villains, resurrected as a
That's
phyrexian.
that's so interesting. I can see where that's going because obviously he meets her right in the trees, and you know I think that Tidman had a great idea to try to like befriend her, also possibly acrobatics if somebody had it, to try to get out of there. But dang, yeah, he was destined destined to become a Phyrexian.
Alyssa in the card game is terrible. First strike, death touch. Terrible card.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is
If
that
she
who you
like blocks
introduced?
something, she kills it before you can deal damage. Yeah.
No. I gotcha.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of the card. It's terrible.
Well, that's why I wanted to end a little bit while we had a little bit more time on the show. Because last time Ocean had dropped a bunch of cards being like, hey, this is what we were, this is what you guys were doing, this is what it all looks like. And that's why I wanted you, because that's why I wanted you, Tin Man, to come in and play the games, because I know you know the lore as well. And so for you guys to be able to nerd talk about that a little bit in the conclusion of the show. Um, Man, those guys, Magic, like it just seems like when you get to be a part of the creative team, it sounds like you just rap about some of the weirdest shit you could come up with, and they're like, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna uh we're gonna do some weird shit. Aaron, you're sharing your screen. If you don't want us
Oh,
to know, you're on Facebook. I don't care because Facebook is cool too. I don't know if you're like, hey ladies, what are you up to tonight? I'm gonna ditch these losers and we're gonna bang. And it'll be part of
That
the
sounds
podcast.
exactly. That's exactly what Aaron does.
See, that's
He's
what I'm
got a
saying.
problem of doing that.
Well, that's why I was like, hey, buddy, it's become so prevalent on this show. I think he's not doing it accidentally anymore. That he's just like, I'm like throwing it out there that I'm DTF like 24/7. So
He's been using Professor of Comedy to apply for jobs. People think he's an actual professor.
oh yeah, exactly, because it
I
comes with that. But young co-eds in their 20s.
Oh no, I wasn't
what?
applying that, Aaron.
Um,
Yeah.
so he does. It's not. There's not an actual conflict of interest if he's not actually teaching any courses on the campus, as long as he's on the campus and can, introduce himself as the professor of comedy.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
so,
It's part of the English department.
right. Yeah, exactly. You look like you could be a part of the English department with your tweed jacket and bow tie, of course, as part of the mystique. Guys, this is the end of the show. Thank you for all being here for it. Again, Ocean, such a fun episode. I'm hoping that we're going to get to do this in the future. This is a behind the scenes episode. They died at the end for Cox in Space here with Tin Man, the professor of comedy, Aaron Cosville. You can find him at professorofcomedy.com. Ocean Alvarado, find him on Facebook at Ocean Alvarado, and then in the Toledo area doing the improv that is happening in that area. Of course, you can check us out on coxinspace.com. I'm Skip Marazzi, your host and friend for the evening, and we will see you in our next installment. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Fine.
Bye.